What's up everybody? In this Demon Adventure Journey video, I will be going over 10 beginner tips for progress. There will be some repeat ones I've mentioned in previous videos, as well as new ones, but I wanted to compile them all into one video. If you have any others you wish to add, please leave a comment down below so myself and others can use them to make our progress more efficient. So let's get it. Coming in at tip number 1, it's going to be the monthly tasks. So if you click on the task on the main screen, you go over here. Do not miss out on these as it's a way to acquire a chosen SSR Plus hero. So you can see here, you can choose any of the ones from the list. I went with Tamiyo because I am currently working on her. I might actually switch to another one depending on if I'm lucky and I get her from either summons or shards, whatever it may be. But for now, that's the hero I've chosen. You're going to be able to get this once you complete all tasks. So that means your advanced, your contest, your intelligence, and your quick auto. Disregard the spelling mistakes. There's going to be a lot of them in these types of games. It happens. Now just be mindful of the quick battles as a free-to-play because you only get so many a day and you need 66 total. So if you scroll down here, you can see 66. Still easy to get since you should be maximizing this every day anyways. But the intelligence quests, aka the bounty quests, are going to be the super important ones because you can get a fair amount of these faction tickets. I say fair amount, but if you do this, it's 5, 8, 10. 10 is still quite a lot because based off the shops, one faction ticket is valued at 1,000 diamond. These are going to help you obtain those moon/sun faction heroes. So just be mindful, there are 2 to 3 star quests. As you can see, I've just completed 50 of the 3 stars. There's 100 of the 2 stars, but it is a month long, so I wouldn't stress too much about the lower star ones. I would refresh to get your 4-star plus quests for diamonds. So if I go into the adventure and then I click on information, aka your bounty quests, I do have a few ongoing. You can see I have a 5-star, 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 4-star, 4-star. So in my opinion, it is easy to get those 4-star plus ones when refreshing. That is a positive about this game. Diamonds, in my opinion, are going to be your first priority. Then you're going to want to go for the advanced summons. And then you're going to want to go for challenge tickets, which are right here, because there is a lot of PvP game modes that require these. And if you're lucky, like I was right here, you will sometimes see a faction ticket. Tip number 2 is going to be utilizing the hero rebirth and return feature in this game. Now, I have mentioned this many times in previous videos, but if you go to a hero and then you click on rebirth, this is what I'm talking about. It's going to cost you 20 diamonds, which is nothing. You'll sneeze and get 20 diamonds. You're going to be able to get back your resources. You can see your gold, your hero XP, some of your breakthrough crystals, but the majority of them will be coming from when you actually go over to the return feature. And that is where you're going to get back all of your resources, which is your hero duplicates, your hero food, and of course your breakthrough stones. However, when you're using this one, just be mindful because you can only go up to 12 stars to use this feature. After 12, you can no longer use this. So I would suggest using the circulating tier list from Idle Gamer YouTube as a base reference of what heroes to focus on. I also just did a video on it with my thoughts and going over a few of the heroes I have experience with, which is going to be clickable at the end of this one. But just remember, tier lists are subjective and it's just an opinion. Read over their skill kits and judge it for yourself. But yeah, after 12 stars, like I said, you can no longer use the return feature. It's a very nice addition to this game for only 800 diamonds to get back everything. You can also go over to hero conversion. It's still going to be an option. However, the amount of hero conversion stones needed is going to be a lot, very hard to get them. And the fact is you actually lose your original hero in replacement for another. So it's kind of a turnoff for me. And I would suggest just being careful and only taking heroes that you really want to build long-term beyond 12 stars. Tip number 3 is going to be advanced summons. Do not spend diamonds on advanced summons. So if you go into recruit, you can see it's 1,800 diamonds for a 10 times. Do not do this because you're going to get plenty from, say, if you click on this for the 1,000 draws. Basically, you're going to be getting 10 every day for quite a number of days, which are going to total 1,200. You're going to be getting them from refreshing your information, aka your bounty quests, for higher star advanced summon quests, like I showed and mentioned in tip number 1. You're going to be getting them from events. Like, there's many ways to get these passively. Save your diamonds for many of the other area of the game that require it, because the chance to get an SSR plus here is quite low anyways, and the pity is 100. Tip number 4 is going to be faction summons. Since we're on this screen anyways, if I just click right here, now we're on faction summons. You should only be using these on the Sun and Moon faction, which is this icon right here. They are what the majority of players will be using as their late/endgame heroes until you get into the limited time heroes, which are basically your pay to win or your very, very long-term goals as a free-to-play or low spender. If you are lucky, as any idle gacha you hope to be, you can do these summons and get an SSR plus hero like I did right here, and I got a Daki copy, but 99.9% of the time it's just going to be hero food. Then you're just going to go over to the hero exchange shop, which is right here. And then you're just going to exchange for one of the sun/moon heroes that you're working on and that are available, 3 here and 1 here currently. Tip number 5, it's going to be, I have no idea how to pronounce this name, so I'm just going to put it up on the screen right here. And if you cannot beat the current difficulty, before you refresh, you can difficulty down so you can at least get those diamonds each challenge attempt you have left. This is one of your main areas to gain diamonds, whether free to play or a spender, so don't miss out on this game mode when it opens. Clicking on the information, you can see this is a Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. 5 battles can be fought, and I believe you're roughly getting around 350 or 400 diamonds a challenge, something like that. Don't quote me on it, but it is a lot. So for the week, you're roughly looking at like 5 to 5,300 diamonds just from this game mode. And everyone knows how much darn diamonds are needed in this game, so this is very helpful. And there's also ranking rewards at the end, which warrant more diamonds. Tip number 6 is going to be breakthrough stones. I mentioned this many times already. I'm not going to go too far into detail here, but these are super important for your early/mid game. It's going to be used for advancing your heroes. Like if I go into advancement, I need 9,000 breakthrough stones to go into the next star. But these are very important for your first week of playing, and that's when all of those ranking rush events are happening. If we go back out of here, your store, you have your day shop, which is a one-time buy, but it's 200 diamonds for 500. It's a 60% discount. And then you have your refresh shop, which is your random, and you can get them at a 50% discount. Definitely buy up all the ones for gold, and when you need, then buy them up for 50% as well. Then you go over here and you go into your campaign, go into your train, which is your tower game mode. You have your clearance assistance diamond packs. I've bought them up so far. I do have one open right now. I don't actually need breakthrough stones because I'm waiting on hero dupes, so I'm just holding off on this, but I will buy it when I need them. After your week 1, if we go back to this main screen here, after your week 1, you're going to slow down needing them because the jump from 11 to 12-star hero requirements, for example, let's just click on my Nezuko and go into advanced. You're going to need 2 hero dupes and a 9-star hero food. So yeah, you're going to always be needing these breakthrough stones, but until you get these requirements right here, you can just passively generate the breakthrough stones as needed. So tip number 7 is going to be Amulet Reforging. Now, one of the most beneficial amulet skills, if I click on this, is going to be the Rage skill. After defeating an enemy, there's going to be different qualities, like if I go into Reforge, there's going to be different qualities of this, which improves how much rage points you get, but for the sake of the video, this one, you're going to get 120 points of rage after defeating an enemy. This is very handy and essentially a non-stop ultra skill for your main DPS carry, and if they have a strong AoE damage, when doing those wave style game modes like base defense or demon hunting field, it's pretty busted. Once an amulet has been reforged a certain amount of times, as you can see I'm at 27 out of 40, you can click this and you're going to be able to change one of the skills if you go to the optional for any one of the others. This is very important because before you reach this, when you're reforging, you're actually doing 2 skills at a time. So when you actually get the one you want, you're going to have to wait until you actually fill this bar up to 40. And it obviously increases the higher quality. Like if I go over to my red one, which is on Daki, and I go into Reforge, you can see it's 50. Tip number 8 is going to be the lucky treasure hunting. So if we go into adventure and then we go down here to the treasure hunt, this is what I'm talking about. Always buy up the hunting coupons in the random shop. So if we go back out of here and then we go into the shop, right here, this is what I'm talking about, buying these normal treasure coupons for 20,000 gold. I personally haven't bought any for the diamonds. As you can see, you can get them for 25 diamonds because, as I mentioned, one faction ticket I would value at 1,000 diamonds. The amount needed to reach the faction ticket in the treasure hunt, if we go back, can be much higher and in my opinion not worth it. You need 500 points and you're going to get that faction ticket, but because you can spin 10 times for 8 coupons, which is right here, instead of needing 100, you only need 80. Some of the rewards to watch out for are the breakthrough stones, right here, these reforged stones, which is for your amulets, or these replace crystals. However, the rates for these are insanely low for converting heroes. So if I back out of here and then I go into recruit and you go over to the faction, this is where you're going to have the hero replacement. You need 100 of them, and then you can put in a hero to try to get another of the same level of quality. So if I scroll down to one of my agility faction heroes that I'm trying to change, This guy right here, which is Yoshiro, it's going to cost 100. He's an SSR plus. I'm hoping that when I click on this, I get another SSR plus, but 99.9% of the time, you're only going to get a SSR. I really do feel they need to up the rates here. I've only had a hero conversion of another SSR plus one time, which I'll show you a screenshot right here. Let me just do once for the video. Just be careful when you're starting out. There are multiple versions. So even though I'm not sure how you say this name, but I'm going to say Inosuke. This Inosuke is an SSR. There's actually another Inosuke, which is cancel this, and I put him. This one is actually an SSR plus. So you're gonna have to get familiar with the hero images so you don't make mistakes. Going back to the treasure hunt, if we click on the advanced one, I would only spin when you see a rare faction hero in this slot right here. I'll put up a screenshot just for reference. If you're looking at the drop list, the hero could be one of these. There are other nice things like these shards down here, but the drop rates are so low anyway, and it's not like you're going to be getting a handful of these advanced treasure hunting coupons. So to me, I just refresh when it's for free right here, and then I wait to see when one of those heroes show up, and I spin my chances praying to the RNG gods. Let me try it right here. So as you can see, nothing. So I'll wait 2 hours and then I'll just do another refresh. Tip number 9, it's going to be quick battles. Now, I think it goes without saying if you're playing these idle games. So if you click on your idle resources and they have campaign progress linked to your account level, which this game does. So if I click out of this, and you can see in order for me to challenge the next stage, which is chapter 8, stage 15, I need to be account level 80. Currently, if we go back, I am level 79, maybe like 70 to 80% to level 80. So I'm pretty close, but this is what I mean by you're going to be restricted. You're going to want to maximize these quick idle rewards as much as you can. This is your only way for getting that account XP. As a free-to-play, you get 1 for free. I've already used them for today. Then you can buy it 2 more times for diamonds. It's very cheap. I 100% suggest you do this every day. You're going to regret it if you don't. If you are a spender, you can click on this privilege pack right here, and you can see for 30 days, it's going to cost you $10. Or you can spend $30 and you're going to get a permanent activation of this. And what this does is you get extra free daily quick battle chances. You can buy more with diamonds, actually a lot more with diamonds. And this is going to be especially needed if you're the type of player who wants to be at the top of those beginner week server rush events. And finally, tip number 10, we have the tactics exercise. So clicking out of here, going into the main screen, campaign, clicking on tactics exercise. This is the game mode that I'm talking about. I want to mention this because it's going to be very important for everyone, especially free-to-play players, because if you look at the store, this exchange shop gives you the opportunity for Daki, however you want to say it, and then for, probably saying this wrong, but Gyutaro shards. Yes, it's pricey since it does take 50 of these to make one hero, but this is something you can work on long-term, and the nice thing about this game is tactics exercise resets daily. My advice is to first have your main focus is actually clearing the trial because there are going to be 3 trial levels. I'm on the last one right now and it gets progressively harder because of the enemy combat power. So stick with the normal trials. So if we go down here, let me try to find, here's a normal trial right here. And then there's also elite. Normal is going to have less stronger enemies, but of course less rewards than say the elite trial. You're also going to get less tactic coins when you're doing the normal trial. Take advantage of the gathering letters. I'm gonna have to show you a screenshot right here and just focus the stronger heroes you get as options in the Sun/Moon faction. You also have your nursing homes and revival bonfires. So if one of your heroes die, you can revive them or you can just simply heal up all your heroes. You can take off 2x speed and auto skill. So if we go into combat right now, and we click on go, you can actually take off 2x speed and auto skills, so you can pick and choose when to use your hero ultra skills. That way you're not wasting them. Say if there's only one enemy left, the next battle, your heroes are full rage, they're ready to use their ultra skills, and you can just wipe out the enemy instantly. But to sum this up, it's important to clear the game mode to maximize your chances at those tactic coins, which are these right here, so you can utilize the shop. That's your main focus. Then you can start working on defeating the elite trials, going into nightmare mode, which is a screenshot right here. There is a boss right here, battle for the treasure. Put a screenshot up. When you defeat, you gain a lot of tactic coins, but you're going to be setting yourself back if you're clicking on the store, getting these hero shards if you fail to clear this. Let me just quickly do this final one. So I'm just going to auto deploy. And like I said, you can turn off the combat speed. You can turn off auto if you want. I think this should be pretty good. I'm not too worried. And then once this is done, I'll show you what the final chest gives you on nightmare mode. All right, so we defeated the stage. You can see I got 250 tactic coins, got a decent amount of diamonds. If we back out of this and then we click on the final chest, you're mostly just wanting to beat the final stage of the trial, which is the ultimate trial, and that's what you're looking for. Hopefully some of these will help you in the game, and if you have any other helpful beginner tips, please leave a comment down below so everyone can benefit. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.